Hey. We back. We got a special little something for y'all.
Welcome to Questions and Need Answers with Tay and Rena. And we definitely forgot to share this on Facebook separately, but if you watch the replay, hello, we are together in person, y'all. Hello. Is Instagram not working?
Yeah, we always end up having an issue as soon as I hit live.
I am
Never
currently in South Florida at Serena's home, vacationing full on, living my life
like it's golden.
For more hours. So we decided to do our life together, and this is super exciting. So welcome. Today we are talking about hair talk. It's hair talk, right?
Yes. Finally, hey Instagram.
So what are we talking about today?
So today our topic is prepping your hair for salon visits. So we told you guys that once on the first Monday of every month that we are going to start dedicating that Monday to hair talk. So we here. Okay. We here. And today we are going to be talking about prepping your hair for salon services. And I'm specifically talking to the natural hair community today. Even though some of these rules and practices can actually be beneficial for those who are not natural,
or if they have just curly hair in general, because
yes,
some people don't call it,
natural. You know what? You're right. This is for all my curly girls. If you have curls or textures, guys, if you have curls and textures in your hair, this is for you. Let me put our title.
I have quite a few friends who are hairstylists, including Serina, and I have heard the funniest stories about how people come in with their hair just not ready for the game, like not ready for this to actually
They just listen, I'm coming to the salon, so anything I got to do with hair, you do it.
Yeah, that's what I thought though. But I'm actually game changer. At addition, Serena's gonna be doing my hair while I'm here, so I'm gonna be finding out what I did wrong. I thought I was prepared. But we will find out. So.
Maybe not necessarily what you did wrong, but what you could do to make your experience go by smoother.
Okay,
I like that. It's not always what you did wrong. Because you might not have known.
So, should we say our official intro now that we have shared with the people?
Yes. So, if you guys are joining us for the first time, Tay and I created this space to have candid conversations about our everyday experiences. If you would like to join us when we start and did I say that right? Y'all know I mess up the intro sometimes. If you want to join us when we start and catch us live in action, you can find us on Facebook at Serina Live. You can find us on YouTube at QTNA Live, or you can find us right here on our social media handles, Instagram, Designs and Composure, and of course, Miss Tavia Sanderson over here.
Yes, hey, guys. Welcome to Questions I Need Answers. So, but before we start answering these questions, we are going to talk about the headlines. Now, I only picked 2 headlines this week, and I mean, they're interesting. So, let's start with the most silly one, which I think there's not much conversation that needs to go around this, but hilarious. The CDC. Did you guys hear that the CDC says that you guys need to consider not leaving your mark when you go to the pools? Do you know what they meant by that?
Like peeing or something in the pool?
No, it's even gross.
Pooping in the pool? Who's pooping in the pool?
They wrote, hey guys, don't go to pools if you have diarrhea. Because you might think you have diarrhea, you might think you have a little, and it's just a full diarrhea. And they said one diarrhea accident can contaminate the whole pool for everybody. And so don't go if you have diarrhea, which is hilarious that you have to tell people that. But so this is not what's funny. Twitter is going crazy over the CDC tweeting this because it was a simple tweet with a GIF. Why is the GIF, imagine a water park and a slide. A little girl going down a slide. She goes in a slide and behind her is a streak of brown. And that's people said, this is what the government money is going. It's what your tax dollars is going to. So it's for somebody to make a video of, and it keeps going, it keeps cycling. So she goes up, it's poop, little poop, going down the slide. Like, you screaming, having fun, and then
the bigger problem is, why are y'all going to the bathroom? I mean, why are y'all going swimming if you got diarrhea? Okay, let's just make that not a thing. Let's go home and take care of the belly.
But that's the thing. Here's the thing. They wouldn't have said it unless it's been a thing. They're not just pulling this stuff out of nowhere. Like, apparently, folks, it's happening. So while you are vacationing, while you are water parking, I mean, maybe, think about it.
Okay.
So my second and last news, I know you guys heard about this. Felicia Rashad.
Okay.
Okay, I got most of my information from my girlfriends this weekend. So, you know, if I'm wrong. Okay, so let me tell you what happened. She tweeted, finally a terrible wrong has been righted. She tweeted that, and she was talking about Bill Cosby being let out of jail. Mm-hmm. So apparently Bill Cosby went to jail wrongfully due to a technicality. So his lawyer allowed a certain amount of information to be used during the case, but wasn't supposed to be used to make the decision whether or not he was going to be sentenced or not. So since that information was used to make that decision, he need to go. And so then there's double jeopardy, and there's a whole thing. So he cannot be retried for what his wrongs, and it was just pretty much a slip up on the prosecutor's side, and then the lawyers petitioned the Supreme Court, and like Bill Cosby's out of jail, and Felicia Rashad is like, a wrong has been righted. So I guess technically a wrong has been righted because they broke the rule of what they were supposed to do in the courtroom. Mm-hmm. But what happened was, she just got appointed at Howard University. She was going to help with fundraising. She had a whole plan. They fired her. But here's the kicker: I don't think you knew. Bill Cosby said, "Okay, well, Howard University, since you want to fire." Oh, and we know Felicia Rashad is Claire Huxtable, right? We do all know that Felicia Rashad is Claire
Thanks
Huxtable.
For clarifying that.
So if you say you gonna fire my TV wife, then can I get them donations back?
Okay.
So I believe that Howard University has yet to reply, but we shall find out what the heck's going on, because Bill want his money back if they're gonna fire his TV wife.
Period.
So yes, we all know Felicia Rashad is an icon, and so hopefully things are rectified. I think. What do you think? It's really interesting that she was let go.
I mean, it just sucks that people can't have their own opinions and being respected at the same time. You may not agree with what she said, but she's still entitled to have her own opinion about the situation. And it's just like nowadays the world is just sensitive. Nobody can say anything about anything or somebody's offended. It's like there's no more, that freedom of speech thing that we prided ourselves on so much about being Americans. It's like it's non-existent at this point. Like, I mean, you got to watch everything that you say because somebody's going to take it there. Mm-hmm. So it sucks.
Yeah, I mean, I guess what comes to me is thinking of Trump and how, there's things in the media about him grabbing, ladies and video, audio recordings and things like that. But people still openly supported him. Mm-hmm. And I don't know that those people were fired from their jobs. Mm-hmm. So I don't know what the deal is, but that has happened.
It's interesting.
But I am washing my hands on the news, on the headlines. Mm-hmm. Go ahead, sis. I'm going to sit back.
Okay, y'all, let's hop into... No, don't sit back. It's going to be a conversation. Let's hop into our hair talk for the month. So today the topic is, and I have it pinned, hopefully you guys can see, is prepping your hair for salon services. And I am specifically talking to my curly head girls and guys out there, anybody that has curly hair, how to make your services a little bit more easier on you and your stylist when you come into the salon. So I have a question first before we start. Who is detangling their hair before they come into the salon? Feel free to drop your answers in the comment section. But Tay, we'll start with you. I know it's been a while since you've been to the...
Since I'm going to the salon, I did detangle my hair, but it's because I washed it the week before. I don't know that I do a great job detangling. I put a little conditioner in there and I be trying to get it through. Mm-hmm. But when you anticipate going to someone else doing your hair, you like, ain't that what I'm paying for? I thought that's what I was paying for. Apparently I'm not paying for that.
Well, I think it depends. I think there's a line that needs to be kind of like drawn in the middle. There's a difference between like, light detangling and like extreme detangling. Let me just put it that way. I've had guests that come in and I can detangle their hair. I detangle everyone's hair before I start. That's just how I am, especially dealing with curly hair. I always end up detangling it first. But there's been times where I have guests that come in and it's like they have not taken their hair out of this ponytail and it feels like months. And curls like to lock onto each other. So you're stressed out at home trying to get through this. I mean, your stylist is having a challenge with it as well too. So I think it'll be easier. That's kind of why I wanted to have this conversation. Like, how do we make it easier on the both of us? How do we make it easier for you at home and for your stylist as well too? Um, that detangling process can sometimes add so much extra time onto your service that wasn't expected. So for me, when I book my services, every service has a specific time allotted to that service, to how long it's going to take me, and I'll always have a little buffer time. But when I have those guests that come in that have not touched their hair in so long, I'm detangling for 45 minutes to an hour. I was supposed to be started on your service by now, and now my day is pushed back almost an hour because I've been detangling for the first hour of the service. So people don't
You
know.
saying don't have a sew in and then just take your braids out and show up?
Oh my gosh, that's a whole nother conversation that we need to have as well too. But yes, anytime you take out any protective style, you should be definitely detangling your hair before you do anything. Before you put it up back up in a ponytail, before you wash it, before you go into the salon, you should be detangling because remember, the average person sheds at least 100 strands a day. That's at least. So if you've had this protective style and these braids in for 2 months, you know, this is why people think their hair is falling out when they take their braids out. It's like, oh my God, it's so much hair. But it's like, no, sweetie, this is the amount that you would have seen on the floor or in the brush, or but you're seeing it in an excessive amount right now because it's all coming out at one time. So
okay, so we gotta detangle our hair. What else we gotta do?
yes, so detangle your hair. So I was gonna touch on like typical services and how you would come in because sometimes it's not only about detangling.
Okay, so say I'm coming in to get color. What do I need to do?
Perfect, thank you.
Just the ends though. I just want the ends.
Okay, so you should always detangle first. We've already went over that. And when you're detangling, how are you detangling? What are you using when you detangle?
You know, whatever conditioner is closest and cheapest.
No. Are you using only? Are you taking conditioner and like putting it straight in your hair? Is there water involved? Like, walk me through the actual process.
Okay. So I go get the cheapest conditioner I have.
Okay.
And I just dump it in my hand, and then I go like this. And then I go like with the ends. I take the ends. I go and then after I get the end, I have some clumps, and then I twist it.
Okay.
And then I got 4 twists, and I show up like, hey girl, I got conditioner in here. Is that okay? And then that's it.
Okay. So may I offer a suggestion? Okay. So conditioner is always good because conditioner is going to provide slip. It's going to allow you to be able to, and when I say slip, this means like slip so that your comb can get, or your brush, because you really shouldn't be detangling with a comb unless it's like a super wide tooth comb. But it's going to give you slip, meaning it's going to give you some traction to get that brush like through the hair to allow it to nicely move through the hair. But if you were to damp your hair down with water first, that will actually help a lot too. Damping it with water before you put the conditioner on, I feel like my experience that has been a lot easier. I never really take conditioner and just put it straight on the hair. I always damp it first and then put the conditioner.
I'll give it a try.
Have you tried it before?
You be right a lot. So I'm gonna give you this opportunity, but because when I put water, this is what I'm thinking. My hair is detangled. When I put water in my hair shrinks more. So it's gonna be detangled. I'm gonna put water in it. It's gonna go like this. Okay. So then I'm gonna be like,
okay.
Now I got a ball.
So does that happen even if you're just like damping your hair? And I don't mean drenching when I say put water on it, but do you just lightly mist it and you feel like it all shrinks up so fast?
Yeah, girl.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, wait, you see. Wait till tomorrow. We report back.
And also, that process has a lot to do with the last time that you've had your ends clipped as well too.
Oh,
because if you have not had
your ends clipped
and you're trying to detangle your hair, that's like almost mission impossible. It's like, you got to remember, your ends are the oldest hair that is on your hair. So all your split ends are usually there. So when they're split and they haven't been cut and they're curly, that's just like a recipe for knots and tangles and whatnot, because curly hair already wants to curl.
Okay, so we're not talking about that. Keep going.
You ain't got to cut me off in the middle of my
need to know what's going on.
Okay, this might have been for somebody else. Anyway, she being rude today, y'all.
Don't rude. Have a live fight. World star.
Rude.
World star.
Anyways,
Stay on track.
I was on track anyway. So
don't do that again.
No, but the detangling has a lot to do with that process. I mean, you not having your ends clip makes a big difference. So that's why I was finishing my statement.
Right,
but anyway,
okay. So we got color. What else?
So
come in
I
for?
didn't finish the color.
Oh,
so after you detangle, you actually need to stretch your hair before you come in when you're getting color services done. That also helps to speed up the time that it's going to take for you to get your hair
done.
Like
a twist out?
I mean, if a twist out is what you can use to stretch, that's fine. Sometimes I recommend taking like a blow dryer. Like if you have a comb attachment on your blow dryer, you can use that to stretch your hair with very low heat and low speed. All you're doing is stretching out the hair so that your stylist can maneuver easily through it.
So do I have to leave the conditioner in when I do that?
I'm so glad that you asked that. So in a sense where you are getting color done, I would highly recommend you not to put so much conditioner on your hair before you come in because color has to penetrate. Mm-hmm. And if you have too many layers of product on your hair, the color is not going to penetrate properly. So how you prep your hair is going to be different depending on the style that you're coming in to get done. If you're not getting color and you're just detangling your hair so that you can get like, a blowout or something like that, well, I have to wash your hair anyway. So before we get to that step, so that's not going to be that much of a problem. But I have to do your color prior to me washing your hair. So if you already have a lot of product that's on your hair before you come in, I'm now going to have to wash you first, dry you and stretch you out, and then start your color service. So that means that we're already about an hour and a half or more, depending on how much hair you have, into the service before I even started your color service. So for color, you're going to want to make sure that your hair is clean. I would always say like cleaning it like maybe like 2 nights before you come in or the night before if you have to be, if your hair has to be put up to go out in public. Wash your hair the night before you come in. No pre-pooing, no heavy oils and things like that because again, you don't want to block the color from penetrating. It won't last as long as you want it to. So for hair color, you're going to wash it. You're going to stretch your hair out. Now, let's say you're coming in for like a curly cut or something like that, right? So here's the thing about curly cuts. Curly cuts have to be cut when the hair is dry and curly. You really want to cut it when it's in its natural state. Because just like you said earlier, when your hair is wet, it shrinks. But once you do like let's say if you was to wear your hair, do you do wash and goes? It is more so because it shrinks. So you do more like twist outs and things like that, right?
Yeah.
Right. So if she wears her hair in a twist out, when she comes in to get her cut done, and I cut her hair according to the twist out, her hair is pretty much not going to be even when she goes to wear it curly if she decides to do a wash and go. Why? Because the hair doesn't behave the same when it's dry versus when it's wet. So most girls that's getting wash and goes done, you're setting the hair while the hair is wet. So you want to wait till the hair dries to be able. So anyway, back up. So if you're coming in for a curly cut, I always recommend my guests to come in wearing their hair like they normally wear it, like in its natural state. Not a twist out, but like it's natural curls. Like I want you to wash your hair and come in with it dry naturally. That way I can see how does this hair act. Does it curl tighter on the right side than it does on the left side? Because if that's the case, I need to keep that in mind when I'm cutting this hair. Because if I was to blow your hair out straight and cut it straight, and then you go back curly and your right side curls tighter than your left, this side is going to be much shorter than the left side when she wears her hair natural. So you want to come in wearing it in like a wash and go state already. The first cut is in the beginning, and then I'll wash you, I'll set your curls, we'll dry them, and then I do the final cut afterwards. So for color, you come in with the hair cleansed and stretched. When you're getting a curly cut, you want to come in with your hair in its natural state, like how you wear your natural curls in its wash and go, so that your stylist can see actually how the curls live. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I'm still a little mad that you just put your hand in my face.
I mean, I was kind of mad that you cut me off, so I guess we even.
I don't think you should do that, though.
Okay. So let's not do both. Okay. All right, cool. Okay, so, what was the next one? I want those braids. Love Ash Girl. If you was here, I'd be able to refer you to the girl who did them. She did a really good job. So next, it was color. It was washing. No,
I was just trying to keep you going, like on track.
Are we still on this?
Like no one has put their hand in my face. I can't think since like elementary school, and now I'm just kind of like, just put her hand in my face. Like,
I mean, but the same way you feel about
that
that.
was a verbal, not a.
I mean, I didn't touch you. I mean, you was like right here, and I went like that. But I mean, I kind of felt the same way when you cut me off.
I apologize, but I
apologize too. But
that was a lot
can
for
we
me there.
Are we gonna do this on live, or we gonna move on?
I mean, it's fine. It'll be.
What was the next one? It was color cut something.
I was trying to keep you track on your book.
The next one. It was color, wash and go, blow out, and curl. Okay, so we did curly cut. We did color.
I said color. I was like, well, what should I do? I'm trying to be supportive here. Yes, we are, girl.
Why we still living?
Because I can't believe you did that. I was trying to like keep you like, okay, now we're doing this.
I mean, I heard you. I thought we like just went through the fact that we heard each other and then we apologized.
Well, my heart hurts still a little bit.
Tavia,
I do think it hurt.
Y'all see our friendship. You making this awkward. Oh my God. Jesus. Is that better? All right. That's enough. Get out of here. Jesus Christ. Now, next, damn it.
I'm better.
Okay, we did the curly cut already. We did color.
I said blow out.
Oh, and a blowout. Well, the blowout is pretty much simple. It's kind of like what I said in the beginning. Detangle your hair before you come in the salon, please. Because it really makes your life go by, you and your stylist life go by a lot easier. But if you don't actually know how to detangle your hair, maybe I'll do y'all a little video.
No, but let me ask you. Okay, so how about like I was just in a pool, I was at the beach. Am I supposed to be washing my hair beforehand before you wash my hair? Like, is it dependent if I'm getting color or not? Or can I just like show up? Because you know my hair was in that pool.
So you saying if you went to the beach and then you got a hair appointment, should you wash your hair prior to that?
Yeah.
I wouldn't necessarily say you have to wash it, but it depends on the style that you're getting done. Remember, we already said that.
Yeah, so if
you're getting color, yes, I would recommend you definitely cleansing, whatever, if you went in chlorine or if you went into the ocean, I think you should wash your hair definitely before you come in. Mm-hmm. But if you are not getting color, you're getting like a blowout or something like that, just detangle it. You don't necessarily have to always wash your hair to detangle it. But if your hair has a bunch of buildup in it,
I guess I was concerned, like, if you went like swimming in a chlorine pool, like, is your hair gonna turn green when you try to go get your blonde touch up or something?
Oh no, I mean, I definitely think that you should wash it because there's salts and things like that are in the ocean.
But the chlorine's not gonna like react.
The chlorine, it could. Don't take my word for it because it could. But I would definitely wash my hair to do a color service if I just was in chlorine water. Absolutely, I would. Because you don't want the residue sitting on there. I like to eliminate any issues that may happen. And I'm funny with my hair. My hair's already soft and it's easy to break. So if I know I'm getting it done, I'm cleaning it.
Let's make this clear. When she wants you to know that you're gonna wash, you need to wash your hair beforehand. But she's still gonna wash your hair.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely washing.
Because I know you have a thing about why people why stylists not washing hair anymore. So don't think she's one of the ones that's like, wash your hair before
I'm definitely washing hair. Now I will tell you this: if you're someone that's not a hair person, because let's live in real life. A lot of people are not hair people. A lot of people do not know how to detangle their hair, and I know that can be very stressful. I've had some situations where I'm behind a chair and I'm just like, Lord, this is challenging me. So I know if it's challenging me as a professional, I know it's challenging my guests at home. So if you need help with that, that's fine. Just be prepared to maybe have an additional fee on your service if it's an extreme detangling process. Or
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, or maybe your stylist will automatically include it in their prices. Like, it depends on who you're going to. So for me, I'm good with detangling hair. The only time that I'm adding extra is like if it's extreme cases. And I've had extreme cases before. Like, sometimes people take out braids and I don't know how they took the braids out, but like, I don't know, there's like knots everywhere. Like, I don't know if they tried to tried to wash
you know
it,
what
and
it
then
is? When you take your braid out and then you go a little higher instead of at the tip, then it makes a knot.
You're right. You're right. So it could
maybe
be
they're
that.
trying to do it fast.
It could be that, but I have had times where I'm literally detangling hair for almost an hour, and I haven't even started the service, and I'm like, oh, sis, we gotta add a little change on there for that, because now this is a new service. This is a detangling service. You know what I mean? But I think it's all about having that conversation and having that open relationship with your stylist. So anybody that's here, I see Love Ashes on here. To Miss Toya, hey. How do you guys feel about the detangling process before you come into the salon? Like, do you feel like it's something that's like super challenging that you just can't deal with? Or do you feel like maybe if you had the right direction, it'd be something that you could do? What's Facebook looking like? Oh, is that your grandma?
That's my grandma.
Hey, grandma.
Hey, girl.
Hey, grandma Cheryl. Okay. What else about here?
I think that we did well. I think that you've been looking forward to a shorter live.
Oh yeah, definitely.
We did it. Well, thank you guys for coming for Hair Talk. That is always fun. So don't forget to wash and detangle. I'm not gonna lie, Serena. I'm not about to be washing my hair before I go to no hairstylist. But I will detangle, and that's I'm getting a blowout, or I'm getting like, I just need you to cut my hair or something. Like I need you to wash it and then like trim it or something. Mm-hmm. But I'm not getting color, so I feel like I'm exempt from washing my hair beforehand.
But you don't be leaving your ponytails up for like 2 weeks.
I mean, sometimes.
Without combing it all.
I can't comb my hair once.
You know what I mean? Without detangling it or anything like that.
I have had a puff for I don't have the puff for 2 weeks, but like sometimes if you don't wash the second week, the first week is out, and then the second week is a puff. And by the end of that week, I do get detangle it. But my scalp it's not like I'm oiling my scalp and putting stuff in it all the time. So, yeah.
Well, not necessarily for cleaning. When I say that, I don't mean necessarily for like cleaning purposes. You don't always have to wash your hair to detangle it. I'm saying, are you like detangling it? Because for some reason, a lot of people think like the only time, not for some reason, let me not say for some reason because I know the reason. A lot of people feel like they can only detangle it when they wash it because most of the times they're detangling it like when the conditioner's in their hair and stuff like that because it's giving you slip. Mm-hmm. But like if let's say you've been wearing your wash and go for a week and now you need to comb through your hair, you can wet your hair down without washing it.
Yeah, but that's I guess it depends on your hair texture. My hair, I'm not like doing that.
You just don't want to put no water to it.
I mean, I don't mind my hair getting wet. Mm-hmm. But I'm saying if I'm trying to maintain a certain style, then like water ain't it. But if I'm doing a puff, mm-hmm. then I wet my hair all the time. But if my hair is like a twist out, like that's not a good idea to wet my hair. If it's a twist out, that's not a good idea. Definitely. But I definitely do better with I'll definitely do better with detangling before I go in for the sake of our girls and guys who are doing hair. I apologize, guys, for not knowing to do.
You don't need to apologize.
But I do understand. It's just like going to the dentist. You know, you better brush your teeth and floss before you go to the dentist. You don't do it that day because you're going to the dentist. So.
Right. That's a perfect example. That's a perfect example.
I get it.
But it's okay because people don't know. Like, no one told you to detangle your hair before you went to the salon.
I think hairstylists should put that in some type of print. Like when you book, like, hey, don't forget to make sure your hair is detangled.
Absolutely. We have to set the expectations so that they know.
Yeah.
So, like, that's actually part of our training that we're doing right now, teaching people about natural hair. Like, how do you you have a guest that has been coming to you, and then you got the guest that has never been to you. Mm-hmm. How do you set them up for success? Coming to you to get your hair done naturally.
Nice. That's good. Good job, Matrix. Okay, guys.
All right, y'all.
See you guys later.
We'll see you next week.
Wonderful.
Bye.
Bye.